Yo, Sachan. How's Namba?
He ran off to go see his brother. It's really cute how he wants to check on him.
Yeah, I couldn't be happier for the guy.
Same with me. I didn't think he'd make it, to tell you the truth. It's nice to hear some good news for once.
Yeah. Even if it means Nanba will probably be saying goodbye soon.
Makes sense. He only came here to look for his bro. Not like he's got much reason to hang with us anymore.
Yeah, I realize that.
In the meantime, we need to get this guy talking.
Let's get started then.
Ungag him. Don't you dare shout. Try anything funny, you'll catch hell. Try to run, you get hit. Don't answer a question, you get hit. That's how it has to be. Now, how did you fall in with the Yomi Alliance? I notice when you tell them to jump, they ask how high. Why is that? Hey, remember the rules for not answering a question?
Let's not resort to beating him just yet.
Huh? But if we go easy on him, he's just gonna...
As we speak, the Omi Alliance may well be looking for you. But it's going to take them some time. How competent are they? Will they get here before we finish peeling off your fingernails?
Ask him what he thinks about forcing us to burn down our own home. Huh. Personally, I won't be stopping at just the fingernails.
You get it? We're serious. Now tell us how you're connected to the Yomi Alliance. Why are you the one holding their leash?
I'm not the one holding the leash.
I didn't really think you were. Who is then?
You know.
Ryo Aoki.
Yes. You all know him?
Who doesn't know the governor? The real question is, what's his real name? Oh, don't play dumb. We've done our homework.
What?
Masato Arakawa.
How do you know that name?
A long time ago, I knew him as the young master. He knew me as Ichi. Back when the Arakawa family was still in the Tojo clan. So, Ryo Aoki really is Masato Arakawa, huh?
I met him almost 20 years ago, when we were studying abroad in America. He was majoring in political economics, and sharp as a tack.
Was he going by Ryo Aoki when you met?
Yes. I didn't learn his other name until later.
Was he in a wheelchair?
No, but I heard he used to be, which actually I don't understand. Was he, really?
Yeah.
Then he must have gotten treatment in the US. You can get anything there if you have enough money, even unapproved medical procedures.
So he had money?
He certainly lived a lavish lifestyle. I could tell he was wealthy right away. I figured it couldn't hurt to get to know the guy better.
Kiss ass.
I didn't know what I was getting myself into. I mean, sure, I knew he was rich, but I didn't know he was that rich. And it was shocking to learn about all his connections to the criminal underworld. I was just amazed at all the opportunities he'd grown up with. And yet...
What?
he wasn't satisfied with any of it. Not even a little bit. He wanted something completely different.
What was that?
Front-facing power.
Front-facing power?
That was his term for it. He used to say not everyone can be controlled by Yakuza threats or bribes. People like that can only be controlled with front-facing power. Power you could see. Basically, popularity.
Popularity?
What, you think that's something only a teenager would want?
Well, sure.
Then you don't understand democracy. Under that system, it's the only path to power. As long as you're well-liked by the majority, you can get away with anything.
I hate politics.
His money and criminal connections he called his rear-facing power. He said without the front-facing part, his power wasn't complete. So he decided.
To become governor of Tokyo.
Yes. He said the governor had the most front-facing power of anyone in the country.
Does he? Isn't the Prime Minister above him?
The Prime Minister is just a figurehead chosen internally by the Citizens' Liberal Party. So essentially, you only become Prime Minister by having a few friends on the inside. But to be governor of Tokyo, that takes real popularity. 10 million people have to like you. Every vote you get represents a tiny bit of the power you have.
But what about the power of money? The Prime Minister controls the national budget.
But Tokyo's budget alone is 14 trillion yen. That's more than some countries. So the governor has both an incredible amount of money and the support of the public. Who can compete with that? Ryo Aoki knew all of this. He wanted that governor's seat long before I met him. But I was happy to become a partner in his grand plan. Step 1 was founding Bleach Japan.
You think you're his partner, huh? You sure you're not his servant? Take it from me. The young master can really crack a whip. Was it his idea to form Bleach Japan, or was it yours?
It was his.
And getting rid of all the gray zones was him too?
Yes. Although when he first explained it, I thought it was pretty naive.
But you went with it anyway. Why?
Because I knew he could use the Arakawa family to recruit lots of people fast. It was an advantage no other political figure had. I knew that then, and I was right. Pretty soon, he was delivering results. For me, following him was a win-win situation.
The young master knows exactly how to use puppets like you. Guys who get all weak in the knees just for some cash and power. Come on. Can't expect me not to make fun of a suck-up like you. So what happened next?
Early on, people thought of Bleach Japan as a small advocacy group of nice young idealists. Our only goals were to eradicate corruption and make society fair and equal. We marched around the city shouting those demands over and over.
Really? Sounds like a waste of time and money.
I thought so too at first, but Aoki knew exactly what he was doing. He had his ear to the ground. He knew what society wanted.
What do you mean?
Eliminating corruption, creating a fair society, words like that have a lot of appeal. People thought it was naive, sure, but deep down it was exactly what they wanted. So people would praise us for our morality, if not our practicality. Crazy, huh? A bunch of youths who'd never worked hard, shouting for the world to do as they said. But all the attention made them feel accomplished.
I thought people only did that shit because it's trendy.
Exactly my point. We made it trendy, and that attracted people who wanted to seem hip. Those types are everywhere. You can hardly walk down the street without bumping into them. They came to us in droves. The organization grew bigger and bigger. We even paid a bunch of women to join so we'd be gender balanced, and that attracted more people. It was funny to see those girls bring in guys who claimed to be so passionate about the cause. Hell, that's how we got Kume, now that I think about it. It took some time, but eventually we had members all across the country. That gave us an unexpected bonus.
What bonus?
Turns out, when you attack gray zones, the corrupt local politicians start coming out of the woodwork. They just can't resist. They're too addicted to money and influence.
So a bunch of corruption was going on.
It was so easy to grease their palms, or even blackmail them. I mean, so often we would just stumble across info that would completely ruin them if it went public.
You call that a bonus?
It's a bonus when you can make politicians do whatever you want.
Tch, makes you even worse than the politicians.
How many members does Bleach Japan have now?
If you count all permanent employees at every branch, we're 500 strong.
Wow, 500 tight asses.
But then there's the 100,000 people who join us for marches.
100,000?
Yep. And here you have their leader tied up and pissed off.
I'll keep that in mind.
May I ask you a question now, Kasuga-san?
Shoot.
Why are you here? Aren't you ex-Arakawa? You know, if you want back in the family, I could put a word in with the governor. Think about it. How do you benefit from helping the Ijin 3 anyway? Why not leave all this trouble behind you?
Yeah, trouble's a good word for it.
Right? So why not let me go now? It'd make both our lives easier.
Look, I don't want back in the family. But I'm no ally of the Ijin 3 either.
No?
I just want to get the guy who killed my boss. In fact, when all this started, I didn't know a damn thing about Mabuchi or your plan. Get the picture now, kiss ass? We're not doing this for ourselves. We're doing it because someone picked a fight. And we're just making sure justice is served. Unfortunately for you, you're the guy who picked the fight.
Hey, you're the one who asked the dumb question. Think before you open your mouth next time.
Ready to move on, Ogasawara-san? You and the young master got Bleach Japan off the ground. What came next?
After he got it working on a national scale, he started Phase 2. He sought out media attention constantly. Another brilliant move. Press flocked from all over to interview the charismatic young man behind Bleach Japan. He was front and center every day. He even went on some talk shows. It helped that he had a great smile he was willing to flash at every camera.
Seriously? What does it matter if you look good on TV or not?
It matters a lot, even more than what you say. When it comes to popularity, looks are everything.
Fine. Is this story anywhere close to the present day yet?
Yes, actually. In 2010, Aoki ran for the House of Councilors. When he announced his campaign, he said he was leaving Bleach Japan. But that was only true on paper.
Sure, we all know he still controlled it through you, his loyal dog. Come on, keep talking.
With the endorsement of the Citizens Liberal Party, he won that election in a landslide. And 2 years ago, he ran for governor.
Was that a landslide too?
I wouldn't call it that.
Why not?
It was more than a landslide. His popularity was off the charts. He had loads of funding. On top of all that, the Arakawa family dug up dirt on all his rivals. Truthfully, it was basically impossible for him to lose. The election was practically a formality. And afterwards, he just kept riding the wave. 6 months post-election, he exterminated the Tojo clan with the Kamurocho 3K plan. Of course, he only pulled that off because the Arakawa family was feeding him Tojo secrets.
Did that happen around the same time as this?
Yes. And people loved him even more when they saw him wiping out the Yakuza.
He hardly wiped out the Yakuza. The Tojo just got replaced by the Omi Alliance.
That's true. Once the Tojo clan was gone, he opened the gates wide for the Omi. I imagine being made the acting captain of the Omi was a fitting reward.
Why didn't the people complain about the Omi coming in?
The Omi seizure of Kamurocho went down quietly. No mess, no fuss. Everyone just let the Omi slide peacefully onto the vacant throne.
Did they even notice what was going on?
I think they figured every town has its share of thugs, Tojo clan or not. As long as crime is low overall, they don't care if the thugs are Omi, or just lone actors.
So Aoki's plan worked perfectly.
Yeah. It was the rise of Arakawa, both father and son securing total power. The son is governor of Tokyo, and his daddy's the acting captain of Japan's largest gang. Pretty sweet deal, huh?
Wait, hold the phone.
What?
Maybe society didn't care about the Omi invasion, but I bet the police did. You really trying to convince me the TPD stayed quiet during this whole thing?
They did stay quiet, and trust me, they had their reasons.
Like what?
Well, in the absence of the Tojo clan, the power vacuum attracted all sorts of non-Yakuza gangs. They were two-bit thugs going on little crime sprees, trying to get while the getting was good. They had no connection to each other, no patterns, so the police didn't know what to do. Soon, the crime clearance rate in Kamurocho was taking a nosedive. But they knew if the Omi Alliance came in and took control, it would reduce the petty crimes. Plus, the governor would be able to liaise between the police and the Omi. It was a win-win. Ironic, isn't it? The cops wiped out the Yakuza only to find they needed more Yakuza.
They weren't finished cavorting with criminals after all that. The commissioner's still taking Arakawa bribes.
Huh?
So according to you, the middleman between the cops and the Arakawa family is Aoki. So there's another three-way stalemate in Kamurocho. Only instead of the Ijin 3, this one has the cops, the governor, and the Yakuza.
What the hell kind of point are you trying to make?
The Omi didn't just stroll into Kamurocho. They had to have paid off the police commissioner.
You don't know that for sure.
Don't play dumb. If the police did nothing while the Omi replaced the Tojo clan, it's because someone at the top ordered them to. And Horonouchi ain't the type of guy to give that order for no reason. There was something in it for him.
What proof do you have?
I'm asking you for the proof. You gotta have something. Well?
No, I don't. And I wouldn't know about it even if it does exist. After all, I'm just the governor's loyal dog, aren't I?
A son of a bitch is what you are.
Dachi-san, calm down. Now that the young master is governor of Tokyo, is he going after Ijincho? It seems like that's what he's doing.
Yes, but his target isn't Ijincho itself. It's Yutaka Ogikubo.
Ogikubo?
Yes, he's the only cabinet member who's not totally cowed by Aoki. The rest of the cabinet does whatever Aoki says because of how popular he is. But Yutaka Ogikubo, chair of the Citizens Liberal Party, is still holding out.
A politician who actually has a spine? Now that's a rare thing.
Agreed. And he's stubborn. Under normal circumstances, he'd be a lost cause. But Aoki has come to know some things about him. Like how he also has some sway in the criminal underworld.
Aoki has proof of that?
No, he just recognizes the signs. Like Aoki, Oki Kubo rose to power through shady connections. When you do that, there's a telltale smell that lingers. Aoki recognized what he was smelling, that's all. And if he gets Oki Kubo out of power, then he'll be truly unstoppable.
But it can't be easy for him to remove the guy.
It's not. Aoki wasn't even going to try unless he knew he'd be successful. But he knew he would be once he smelled that criminal element on Oki Kubo.
Then he knew they both shit in the same hole.
A crude way to put it, but what can I say?
So you were sent to the Ijincho branch of Bleach Japan to help make use of this dirt on Oki Kubo? And the first thing you did was buy off Mabuchi. Let me guess. You told him you had the Omi Alliance's support. He couldn't resist that kind of bait. You told him he'd get in good with them if he helped you.
Mabuchi's never liked the way Ijincho is divvied up among the Ijin Three. And with his high rank, he's the de facto leader of all the other members who also don't like it. Sounds like he was the perfect prey for you.
Prey what you sent out to kill our boss, and made it look like a suicide. That murder got the Ijin Three all riled up and suspicious of each other. Whose big-brained idea was that?
It was Mabuchi's. He knew it would bring down the Great Wall. Myself, I was never one for murder.
Oh yeah? Well, an innocent guy is still dead. If you didn't give the order, then someone above you did, right? Say it! It was your boss, Ryuoki, wasn't it?
Yes, it was him. I told him about Mabuchi's plan. I didn't think he'd go for it because it was so risky. In fact, I proposed a different plan of my own. But unfortunately, he saw nothing wrong with Mabuchi's plan. He was willing to accept high risk for high return, and he was eager to get the jump on Oki Kubo.
The young master saw nothing wrong with killing a man?
It would have just been another murder, except someone had to pry open the crack it made in the Great Wall.
You talking about me?
Yes, but don't take it personally. It was always going to come to this eventually. Mabuchi wasn't going to stop until he had an excuse to start a war with the Seiryu clan.
She's right. Our plan was to provide the excuse, and in the chaos, find something to connect Oki Kubo to Ijincho's criminals. Sure enough, we found a counterfeiting enterprise that's been supporting the Ijin 3 for decades. Jackpot.
Yeah, don't take too much pride in that. You had a hell of a lucky break.
Yes, we did. We were lucky that you're bad at choosing friends, because it was Nanba who told us. He told us about the fake money and where the heart of the operation was. It was all due to him that we were able to mobilize such a large number of Omi. I would love to thank him. Where is he, by the way?
We ain't telling you. We're the ones asking questions.
Such a shame.
Songhui, what should we do now?
Our counterfeiting business is burned and gone. So Oki Kubo's already lost a major source of his power. That alone is a victory for Aoki. And as far as what will happen to Ijincho, the ball's in his court.
The Queen of the Komi Jewel is so calm in the face of impending doom.
Excuse me?
This city will meet the same fate as Kamurocho.
What are you on about?
Soon Ijincho will be under complete Omi control. No more Great Wall of muscle to stop it. Don't you see that?
Hey! Hey! It's the Yakuza! They're coming here! Shit! How'd they find us?
How many are there?
I saw 5 of them, but it looked like they were on their phones. Probably calling for backup.
You probably could have warned us a tad sooner.
Hey, it's a key.
I've got a sharp nose for rats, especially when they're all in one nest.
Chief!
Sorry. I couldn't protect you.
No, Chief. We should be apologizing to you.
Hurry up and get me out of here, you guys!
We will. But you better let Captain Sawashiro know who rescued you. You got that?
Fine, just hurry up!
Captain Sawashiro.
All right, I'm pumped. Let's exterminate all the vermin.
Let's do it!
Right.
Well, goddamn, how y'all doing, man? Hey, I know we already 26 minutes in the video, but hey, welcome back to another video. Hey, make sure you hit that like button, subscribe. Hey, we about to whoop their ass though. Let's get into it.
I'm not that.
Not yet.
Here we go.
I feel like I ain't played it in a long time.
Right, this on your side.
I'm up! I got
You're gonna be in a world of hurt. I wouldn't underestimate me.
Let's go!
Come here!
You're gonna get shot.
Cool! Don't get cocky! Check this out!
You sure you can beat me? You're gonna be in a world of hurt.
Slight work, slight work.
Share my way!
Backflip.
I got this.
Not yet.
Right.
Like this. That's how you do it.
Take your best shot!
Well,
Let's go!
one hit a quitter. That's all we need.
Look at me go!
Yes.
We showed them.
Unfortunately, I think they showed us.
Huh?
Why do you say that?
They took off with Ogasawara.
He's gone?
Yes. That was hardly our victory.
Whatever. I'd already asked him everything I wanted to. Sorry about the fighting, Chief.
Well, my people and I don't have much right to complain. Seeing as we're not supposed to be here anyway. However,
Yeah?
next time you kidnap someone, take them somewhere else.
Totally. I mean, it's not like I'm gonna kidnap someone again. Probably.
Kasuga, it's Hoshino from the Seiryu clan.
The chairman?
He's never called this number before.
Then it can only be bad news.
Yeah.
I see. Not exactly. No, Komi Jewel's system is out of commission. For once, I only know as much about what's going on as you do.
I'm guessing the Seiryu clan's rank and file is probably real pissed off right now.
That's what Totsuka was saying.
When will we have it back up and running? Huh. Now there's a question. I won't be able to say until I survey the damage, but it definitely won't be anytime soon. Yes, that's fine.
What'd the chairman say?
The Seiryu clan quelled their infighting. Captain Takabe handled it.
Really? He made it out okay? Was there anything else?
Yes. Problem with the Yokohama Liumang. Hoshino hasn't been able to reach Zhao at all.
Huh? This whole time?
Yeah. For all he knows, Zhao could be dead. That's why he was asking us to use our surveillance system. He wanted us to check on Zhao.
Can any pieces of that system even be saved?
I doubt it.
Damn. And you know what else? The last time Zhao called us, he told us over the phone there was a coup d'etat happening in the Lumang.
I wish I could use my guys, but there's sort of a coup going on. Mabuchi's been whipping all the boys into a frenzy. They ain't happy the counterfeiting was kept secret. Ah, shit, I'm out of time for chit-chat.
Looks like we got another job ahead of us, Songhui-san.
And what makes you say us?
Really? After Zhao put your Komi jewel ahead of himself, even though he was in danger? He was the one who told us to help you instead of his own group. Now he's in even worse trouble, and you're just gonna leave him hanging?
A fair point.
Besides, if you want to resist the Nomi takeover, you can't afford to lose him. That's my take anyway.
Jeez, Kasuga, are you gonna head over to Zhao's right this second or something?
Surely not.
Damn right I am.
Well, just hold on a second, would you? Staging a rescue in the middle of a coup d'etat is insane.
Yeah, I understand. So, you coming or not?
Who said anything about me sitting out? I'm so close to cornering Horinouchi.
Look at us. We all started in different places, each of us on our own mission. But now they're all coming together.
Yeah, that's right. And that's because we had each other's backs. So what do you say, Songhui-san? You're practically part of the crew. Do you have our backs?
Kasuga,
Come on. Think what we could do if the Komi Jewel started taking this alliance seriously.
okay.
Now we're talking.
Fucking A. Now, let's go and see if Zhao needs our help. Hey, you never know. He might be fine. Then we can just forget it.
Now there's an idea I like. Just forgetting it.
Namba.
I just got back from seeing my brother. Everything Songhui said about him was true. Plus, they set him free.
Nice! That's awesome, man! I'm real happy for you.
Thanks.
What's up? He's still got the long face and all.
There's just something I want to say.
Okay, shoot.
Ichiban, you need to understand something. Ijincho is gonna be what it's gonna be. Leave it alone.
What?
I mean, why do you even care what happens to the Ijin 3? Why are you doing all this for them? Why not just get out of this dump? Why should you keep sticking your neck out for them?
You're starting to sound like you care about me.
I just think you need to stop playing hero. That's why you end up getting used. Especially by guys like me.
Used? I don't see it that way. You did what you had to do to help your brother. I get that.
But doing what I had to for my brother, that led to bad things. It made me help the scumbags who killed Nonomiya.
But that was...
But nothing! I can't wash the blood off my hands. They're not the only thing that's stained. It feels like my entire soul is tainted. Like I'm branded forever. All because of this goddamn town. Honestly, I'm just sick of this shithole!
Namba...
Nothing good is gonna come from staying here and helping these people. You'll eventually end up just like me. You don't want that, do you? Come on, Ichiban. Think of yourself for once. You did 18 years of hard time. Don't let other people's shit keep you a prisoner.
I'm not the only one stuck in the shit, man. This whole city is.
But
Ryuauki and Okikubo dragged everyone into their stupid power struggle. They started this whole mess. I'm just one guy caught in the middle of it. And keep in mind, I ain't just some random outsider. Me and Aoki, we basically have the same dad. Aoki would never put it this way, but we're brothers. And that's how I feel, at least. So I got some responsibility for him. I can't just walk away when he's causing all these problems.
You've already gone way beyond the call, man.
I could say the same about you. We aren't even brothers, but look how hard you're trying to save me right now. You're a true friend, man. Admit it.
Don't say that. I'm nobody's friend.
You know what I just realized? We're not even all that different.
Oh, please.
No, really. You, me, Adachi-san, Sachan, we all just want to know the truth. That's been the core of everything we do. Figuring out what's real in a world full of lies. What do you think of that? Am I talking out my ass?
I don't know, but I've heard enough. I'm leaving.
Fine. But I won't say goodbye. Because I think we'll be seeing each other again soon. Call on me and I'll come running, pal.
Take care of yourself.
Should we stop him?
He said his piece. I even see where he's coming from. Kinda.
Well, that's that. Let's fucking do this!
I'm ready.
Songhui, I apologize if I'm overstepping, but shouldn't you stay behind?
And why would I do that?
Our people in the Komijul are scared and confused right now. And I believe your leadership in person would be a great comfort. Please, they need you.
Sounds like you got a lot on your plate, Songhui. It's cool. I know we were just pressing you for help, but you got your people to take care of.
I do, but it doesn't mean I'm going to abandon you, Kasuga. Jungi Han will stay with you. That way we can keep in touch.
Seriously? Oh, that'd be great!
I am at your service, Ichiban Kasuga.
If Zhao hadn't sent you to us, we couldn't have fulfilled our duty to Ogikubo. So we will do whatever's within our power to help you. Jungi Han is a very capable man.
Hell yeah, he is. Thanks.
I see.
Hey.
Well...
Hey.
Hey.
Hmm?
Ah.
Hey.
How many times would he beat this dude ass already? He's steady coming back. He's never learned. Right?
Right. Sure you can beat me? Sit down. This one.
Get him up out of there, you.
I'm not backing down.
Come on now!
everybody.
I wouldn't underestimate you.
I'm up.
You're gonna get
It was just too easy.
Get this shit over with.
Like, the real fight begins right now.
right.
You know you need them machete, huh?
I have
They
seen
say how we get down here. You ain't met the new
Here we
girl.
go.
Fuck with me.
Try this on the side.
Yeah, I got you in your man's. Man's gone now. What you
I'm
gonna
not
do?
that
What's that?
Come on. Let's go.
Yes, sir.
Let's go. Let's go.
You're in a whirl.
You're done.
That's all you
I
got?
got this.
Go be on his head. Yeah, make it bleed.
Right. This out.
Come on.
Feel this one.
Cool. You
Check
wanna go? I'm up.
Right.
I got this.
Make it bleed some more, right? Yeah.
Ready?
Here we go.
For him to have
Come on now.
You're gonna
not
be
too
in a
much
whirl.
health.
Let's go.
I got this. I'll show you.
You're in it now.
You miss?
You're done.
Did she miss?
You're fucking weak.
Right.
Let's go.
Try this on the side.
Cool.
We finishing up.
You're gonna
Come on. Let's go. I'm up.
Oh man, it don't make no sense.
Here we go. You sure you can beat me? This out. Feel this one.
Yeah.
You're gonna
Thank you, sir. Thank you. 36 of them back. Ooh.
Nice.
I'm getting stronger.
I'll take it.
He wasn't even fighting.
Yo.
Delicious.
がとうございました。
Go in me.
I'm ready. Right. You're gonna get dumped. I have secrets too. I wouldn't underestimate me.
Check this out.
Damn, weak as hell. Damn.
You sure you want to get hurt?
Because he thought it was. Yeah, I don't die.
You're gonna be in a whirl.
Take your best shot.
Yeah, my bad, little bit. Stand behind.
Here we go. You sure you can do
Oh,
it?
yeah. What I tell you? Easy. See how this one, we gotta fight our way all the way back to him.
Right.
For you.
I'll show you now.
Cool.
Okay.
Come on now.
Using the same moves. Goddamn right.
Let's go.
Why wouldn't I? It's working, right?
You wanna go?
Getting them gone, right?
Right.
You heard him. That's all I need to thank you.
I got this. Now.
It's easy work. Just like that.
Here we go.
The enemy is defeated.
Yeah, watch out. What are you talking about over here? What? Got a new hire for the business. Yeah, that mini game actually fun though.
Let's go. Right. I will see how that down. I wouldn't underestimate you.
Doing the same move over and over again. Same move, what? No.
Let's go.
Can't believe these who y'all have guarding the front though.
I got this. Here we go.
See you, sir. I'm up. Hit it with him. That was what we want. Hit it with him.
Nice. Excellent.
Everybody ranking up with me, man. I want to rank up too.
Yo.
Yeah.
I got this.
You got this?
I'm not backing down. Okay.
Come on now.
You're gonna get stoned. Here we go.
So,
You sure you can
made that boy fall in love.
Let's go.
You're gonna be in a world. You sure you want
Going in. Come here. Don't get cocky.
Whoa, God, that.
Take your best shot. Let's go. Cool.
So, he don't know what to do.
Right.
Move.
I'm up. I got this. Top of that.
I got this. I'm not backing down.
Yeah.
Here we go. You sure you want to
Let's go. Let's go.
One more hit.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. Slight work.
Good luck next time. I feel the stats going up.
I did it.
Yes, you did.
Got it.
Well,
Ah.
Just in, man. Let's do it.
I got this. You're gonna get stoned. I'll show you.
And all they got big ass bars. Cool.
You're gonna be in a world. You sure you can beat me?
Check this out.
So,
Right. Check this out.
I got this. I'm up.
You sure you want to? Right.
finishing.
You're gonna get stoned.
Why you doing like that?
Oh, look at all the food here. It'd be
Yes,
a
sir.
waste just to leave it.
Read my mind.
Watch out, man. Oh shit. I'm definitely gonna have to fight a tiger.
What?
Ah.
Let's go.
You don't get to go first.
I have secrets too.
Watch, you gonna bring that tiger out of that and get that whooping his ass.
You're gonna get thrown. Here we go. Try this on the side.
Come on.
Feel this one.
Let's go.
You over there beating him, boy.
You're gonna get stomped.
Oh, hell
Back in
no.
my truck.
I'll show you. Right. Sit down. I'm not backing down.
Okay.
Come on. I'm up.
I hope this music ain't copyrighted.
Go. I got this.
Yes, sir. Oh, shit, look. Tiger look like, yeah, I'm finna eat me some motherfucker. No, you ain't.
Watching tigers while you eat? I will never understand rich people.
Hey, I can get behind it. Tigers are just like house cats, but bigger.
Oh, sure. It's so cute when they're about to maul you.
Yeah, I'm with her on this one, Adachi-san. I don't want to end up as a tiger snack.
I got this. I have secrets too.
Level 31, too.
You're gonna get stomped.
No!
Here we go.
Don't get cocky.
Try this on the side. Gonna feel this one.
Tag team me.
Come on. Let's go. Let's go.
No damage to him.
Let's go.
Okay.
Going in. Want some of this?
I'm not backing down.
Whoa. Too much, bitch.
Alive.
Yeah! You're gonna be a world.
Stop.
Right. You sure you can beat me? This
I got this.
There's some kind of pull it together, gentlemen.
You want to go? Get it done.
I wouldn't have.
Come on.
Jumping.
Let's go. You're done now.
Crazy. They got us fighting cranes, tigers. I wonder what else they gonna have us fight next.
Oh yeah?
Ooh, watch out, girl. But you got to die.
You're in it now.
Here we go.
Take your best shot. I got this. Get alive.
Okay, you go. Postmate.
Don't get cocky. Come on.
Oh, that's
Try
good. We
this
ain't
on the
on.
side.
I'm thinking we on, Ichiban.
Ass kicking time. Who the
I said, Intercom Postmate.
You're gonna be in a world of hurt.
time to call a friend? I summon you.
Here goes! Here you are.
Let's go.
I thought that was going to do something. It ain't do not a damn thing.
You're gonna get stomped.
Yes, sir.
Right.
Don't get cocky. Let's get it done. Check this out.
We need to get him. We ain't even got him halfway yet. That's the thing, though.
You're gonna be in a world of hurt.
Let's go.
Do something.
Take your best shot.
Get this out.
I got this.
You're gonna feel this one.
Yeah. Come on now.
You're gonna get
Safety
stomped.
Let's rock.
Thank you.
Appreciate it. Go. Go. Pain in the ass. Going in. Want some of this? You're in it now.
Come on.
Get this tiger up out of here, bro.
Check this out. Don't get cocky.
Miss.
Gotta do something about this. Let's go.
You're gonna be in a world of hurt.
He's supposed to miss.
You're in it now. Lie.
I'm ready now.
Yeah.
Let's
Oh
see.
yeah. Come on now.
Now you're really weak, bro.
You're gonna get stomped.
You wanna go? I am not You're in it now.
But you not, boy, you're here finna die.
Huh?
This'll do.
Come on.
Take your best shot. Gotta hold it together. Check this out.
We almost got him up out of here. Ah, he ain't giving the power.
Pain
You're
in
gonna
the
be in a
ass.
world of hurt. Do something.
Take your best shot. Come on.
Try this on the side.
Don't get cocky.
I'm doing the most damage to him.
I'm not backing down.
Much better.
You're gonna be in a world of hurt.
Gotta do something.
You gotta get him
Here we
done.
go.
Come on. You gotta get character. You gotta fight. I bet you. Miss. That's what I'm talking about.
You're gonna
Hold it
get
together.
stomped.
Come on now.
I'm not backing down.
Pain in the ass.
This don't make no sense, bro. How? How? Like, how?
Alive. I got this. This sucks.
Tag team.
Come on.
Gotta do something about this.
Come on. Check this out.
Whee! Let this be it.
Gotta feel this one.
Gotta hold it together.
Thank you.
Next time.
Ooh, y'all see 110 in the battle. Ooh, wee.
Nice.
Yes, sir.
Look at me go.
I'll take it.
Yo, Mabuchi.
I've been waiting for you, Kasuga. I don't think I'll be satisfied until I choke the life out of you personally.
Funny, because I heard you put a bounty on my head. That means you're happy to let someone else do it. Where's Zhao?
Somewhere in this building. For now.
And what about later?
Later he'll be in transit. To the afterlife.
What the hell?
You want a hand with this twerp, Mabuchi-han?
I'm good, Ishioda-san. I'm about to make sure nobody thinks little of us ever again. I'll prove that I deserve to swear up as a full partner with the Omi Alliance.
Those men next to Lama are skilled fighters. Assassins, really. You might say they're the secret weapons of the Yokohama Liumang.
Damn.
And up there are more Omi Alliance men. Our chances of winning a fight are very low, actually.
Yeah, I get it. We're up shit creek without a paddle. But I don't care. The fact is, if we run, Zhao dies. That's all that matters.
No need to bristle, Kasuga.
So you're Ichiban Kasuga?
Who are you? Some fan of mine?
No. I'm a man who's never forgotten how Masumi Arakawa stole my rightful seat.
What?
You know this scruffy-haired punk, Tendo? I only know him as the guy the captain shot. Alive and kicking somehow.
I think he might be a naughty little secret of the captain's.
Kasuga, this charmer here is Tendo, last of the lieutenants.
Wait, the former boxer? No wonder he's a damn giant.
You two can relax over there for a bit. I think we'll have ourselves a little sideshow. Tendo seems interested in who you are, so I'll leave you alive just long enough to talk. Later, I'll really take my sweet time toying with you. Well, have anything to say?
You're really hamming it up in here.
I think that means hurry up and kill me. I'll slice you to ribbons!
Oh shit, he go with this big ass sword again.
Right.
I got this!
I'll show you. You're gonna get
Cool!
You sure you want to get hurt? You're gonna be in a world.
Take your best!
Here we go. You sure you can beat me?
Ah, you supposed to get him on side of that. He mad, huh?
Let's go! Let's go!
See you, sir. Damn.
I wouldn't underestimate. I got this. You're gonna be in a whirl.
Yes, sir. Hey, that slap that little funny. Look at your man's up there.
Right. You sure you can beat me? Try this on the side.
I'll get him. Let's go. Come up. Going in. Come here.
I'm not having a nerve.
You're in there, cop.
You're supposed to dodge it.
Let's go.
We gotta get her a stronger weapon or something.
Get alive.
Do something. You're gonna get dumped. You can beat me?
Let's go.
Yep, my two shoulders gonna take care of him.
You're in it now.
I'm not backing down. I got this. Yeah! Come on. I win the rest of me.
Come on. I'm up.
500.
Let's go.
Yes, sir.
Serious right now?
Hey. He ain't gonna fight back. I think if he hit me with that one time, it's over with. It's already, he ain't fighting back.
Take your best shot. Come on.
Sure you want to get hurt? Do something. Fist out.
You're in it now.
I feel this one.
Cool.
Come on.
You're gonna get stoned.
Don't get caught.
I'll show you.
Let's go.
Get
alive.
Miss. Since when he was able to block? Come on, bro. It's like you trying to counter it. What they got going on here?
I'm not backing down. I wouldn't
You wanna go?
underestimate me. Is some kind of joke? You're gonna get stomped.
I summon you! You want sudden death or sudden gold? Service with a pounding. Right hook, left hook. Thanks for calling pound me.
Sure you can beat me? You serious right now? You're gonna be in a whirl. I got this.
Why? You're in it now. You're not scared of my spear, are you?
Ah, boy, your spear weak.
You're gonna get stoned. I wouldn't underestimate me. Here we go. There's some kind of try this on the side. You sure you want to get hurt? You're gonna be in a whirl of hurt.
Take your best shot.
I wouldn't underestimate.
Let's rock. You're in it now. Do something.
You're gonna get stomped.
Should be making him bleed, bro.
Let's go. Come on.
This out.
Alive.
180. God dang.
I'm not that
Pain in
bad.
the ass.
I got this.
Let's go. Don't get caught.
I don't know about this.
You need a meal, not even a snack.
This ought to help. You're gonna be in a world of hurt.
You want to
Sure you
go?
can beat me?
Cool. Come on now.
Right now?
Hell, man, this take too long.
Do something about this. Enough of your game. Come on.
Oh, why me?
You're not scared of my spear, are you?
Everybody over here hurt.
I got this.
Feeling better already? I wouldn't underestimate me.
Damn.
Yeah. Oh yeah?
You sure you can beat me?
Check this out. I'll show you what bullshit.
What?
What?
Life.
This is bad. Huh?
Bullshit. Pain in the ass. Going
You
in.
want to get hurt?
Come on, wow. They steady letting this man just block everything.
Oh, why me? I'll show you.
Oh, yeah, he's over with.
Cool. Come on now. You want to go?
This should finish. Let's go.
That's how you do it.
Slight work.
That was rough. I feel the stats going up. Nice.
I'm getting stronger.
Excellent.
That takes care of the sideshow. But there's still plenty of freaks to fight.
Maybe you hadn't heard, but I'm a heavyweight boxing champ. I don't think you'd even make weight for the fight. I wouldn't shame the Omi by taking you on. I'll be sure to keep an eye on you, though. Been a long time since I've been able to put my fist to good use.
You're gonna regret letting us live. You can count on that.
Oh yeah? Why don't you save it for the ring?
Fucking Tendo. When that guy sits down for a meal, he always saves the best tasting shit for last. I think that's fucking stupid. All that does is give someone else the chance to eat it first.
Feeling warmed up yet, everyone? Guys?
Oh, shut up. I need to save my energy for this shit, so don't make me answer stupid questions.
Hey, Hotshot. If you've got anything up your sleeve, now's the time.
Yeah. That's you, right? Make some magic.
No need for that. You haven't played your last card yet. In fact, here he comes now.
Funny thing, I wasn't expecting to come back. Trust me on that. I thought I was done getting dragged into your messes. But for some reason, I couldn't stop worrying about you guys.
Namba.
So I'm here. From now on, your fight is mine too.
Namba. Namba!
Non-John!
Coming here and acting all cool, you jerk.
Where the heck have you been, man? Come on!
Nobody's killed you yet? What, you got nobody left to stab in the back?
Leave it to a Yakuza to hit below the belt. I know I fucked up. But I'm done with backstabbing. From now on, I'm with them. I owe you guys an apology. Let me make it up to you.
Okay, we got Number back, even though he left us and shit, but you know what I'm saying? We needed him at the time. So let's go.
Fine. Let's do this.
Look, you've been hitting the gym, Number. Looks like you beefed up a bit while you were away.
Does?
Yeah, I noticed too. Seems like whenever someone comes back to a party, they're stronger than when they left.
So that's normal? Well, I did want to impress you guys if I came back, so I practiced a new move.
You're kidding!
Right.
You wanna fight? Don't get caught.
Yeah!
Right back at you. You're weak.
Come on now!
Ooh, cleared them out easily.
Take your best shot. I'm
Yes,
up. Let's go.
Nah, yeah. Come here!
I wouldn't have...
What new move we got?
Kick your ass.
Shit.
I got this.
God damn.
Oh yeah. Good to go. Cool.
I'm came back with that heat. Y'all see that?
You gotta do better. Let's go.
Yes, sir.
Going in.
Come here, sir.
Gotcha.
You're in it now!
Hit him with his knee. You don't need to see it though. Skip right through it.
You gotta do better.
Come on, we gotta start hitting harder because it don't make no sense, man. I understand he the boss though. So it's a boss fight, so
Go.
damn.
Yeah.
Oh, he can't. Oh
You sure
yeah.
you want to get
Right
hurt?
back at you. I'm up.
You serious right now?
Let's go. Right back at you. Cool.
Come on, man. Get him up out of there.
Right back at you.
Speaking up, sir.
Yeah. Let's go. Let's go.
I wouldn't underestimate.
Wait a sec. Get serious. Let go. Yeah.
You sure you can beat me?
Check this out. We're gonna win this shit.
I wouldn't have...
I got
Well,
this.
that's over. Leave it to me.
Sir, her attack stronger now.
You wanna go? Right back at you. All right, let's do it.
go. No begging for mercy now.
You sure you can beat me?
Watch this.
Set him on fire.
Come on!
You sure you want to get hurt?
Right back at you.
I can still fight.
Oh yeah?
Still fight, I got you.
You wanna fight?
Feeling better already. I
That's
wouldn't
picking time.
underestimate me.
Come on now! Get safety first! Much better.
Thank you very much.
Hey! Come on, feeling good.
You sure you can beat me?
Anyway, yeah, come on, man. You're getting halfway. Hurry up.
Right back at you. Yeah. Now we're talking.
I gotta go put some more work in.
I wouldn't
Have
underestimate
fun
me.
with this. Don't get caught. Help me out. Time to fight down.
Hope you're ready.
I got this.
I have secrets too.
Damn.
You want to fight? Get it done.
You sure you want to get...
Come on.
That should be okay. Thank you.
Let's do it. You gotta do better. All right, let's do it. Let's go.
I wouldn't underestimate me.
Right back at you. Get serious.
I got this.
You're in it now.
I'll show you.
Right.
Hey, this is where it really counts. Okay,
No begging for mercy now.
There we go. I forgot when he do regular attacks, he gain MP.
That's picking time. Oh yeah. Check this out. Get serious.
right.
Go ahead and get him.
Good to
What's
go.
How?
Let's get it done.
You sure you want to get hurt?
Oh.
Get alive. Time to call a friend. I summon you.
Oh yeah.
No. Now hold on. Get serious. You gotta do better.
I got this. I have secrets too.
I don't see how that was only 100 or something. That's alright.
You gotta do better. That's picking time. Oh yeah?
I wouldn't underestimate
Right back
me.
at you.
Right.
Right back at you. Good to go.
Finally.
I'm out. Let's do it. Going in. Come on.
It's almost over with. It's almost over
Back
with.
at you.
Yes, boy.
Back in the game. Yeah. Don't get
Back in
caught.
the trap.
Watch this.
You sure you want to get hurt?
What's up?
Oh, yeah. Right back at you.
I got
I got this. Right back at you. Take your best shot. Cool.
I wouldn't underestimate me.
Right back at you.
You sure you can
Weak.
beat me?
Let's go. Let's go.
Yeah. 3 more hits on me.
Right back at you. Let's do it.
Right.
Right back at you. I do? That's better.
Let him hit you now.
Right back at you.
No, thank you.
Too close for comfort.
That's it. Damn. Rank up going stupid.
Nice! Look at me go! Hell yeah!
I did it!
I'll take it.
Yes!
What?
You saved my ass again. How many times does that make now?
Let's stop keeping track.
I have to. But hey, what's your plan now?
Huh?
I mean, as long as you're here, you wanna help me out a little bit longer? I need all the help I can get right now, man. But what I really need are friends like you at my side.
Hey, man.
Huh?
After everything I did to you guys, as selfish as I was, you'd still call me your friend?
Yeah. Why wouldn't I?
You know, you're crazy.
Really? He's the one who came back, huh?
For real. I mean it. You guys have a screw loose.
Come on. Is it so hard to admit you like us?
Shut up.
I'm sure all of us here are a little crazy. But that's the best part of being friends. Welcome back.
Thank you.
Shake on it, Nanchan.
You call that a shake? Come on. Show some love.
Listen.
Yes.
Hmm?
Hmm.
Nah.
Yo.
Kasuga-kun. Follow me.
So, who's the guy you wanted me to meet?
An old friend of yours. He prefers to meet with you alone, if that's possible.
I don't get it. Did he rescue you?
More or less. Thing is, he's with the Omi Alliance.
What's his name?
I don't know. He wouldn't tell me.
Guess I'll have to ask him myself.
Pretty much.
It's been a while, Aniki.
Mitsu. Holy shit! Mitsu! You're okay!
I don't know if okay is the right word. But I seem to be doing better than you, at least.
What's going on, man? I never caught up with you after I got out of prison. Have you seen Arakawa-san recently?
Nah, us peons hardly ever see him these days.
So I've heard.
Not happy about that myself. Even though we're Omi Alliance now, inside, I'm still Arakawa.
So you're Omi too.
Yeah. I had to rescue Zhao in secret. If they find out, I'll be executed.
Doesn't that mean you shouldn't be talking to me?
It does. But I had to say one thing to you. I can't say much else, but you need to know.
What?
Arakawa-san, he's about to go all in with his next gamble. When that happens, he'll need strong allies.
More than he's already got?
I can't say anymore. I'm sorry.
Mitsu.
I'll be in touch.
So what's going to happen to the Yokohama Lumang?
Damn, going straight for the jugular, huh? Well, obviously, Mabuchi's ruined everything. The Great Wall is full of holes now. If the Omi decide to invade, it'll crumble.
Is there any hope?
I don't know. But if we don't patch up the wall, it's all over. And with me like this.
Man, it hurts just looking at that.
Hurts having it. That's why I'm thinking of stepping down.
Huh?
It doesn't matter so much who the boss of the Liumang is. In the end, the only thing that really matters is whether my men have a place to call home. You get it?
Yeah. I know the Lumang origin story.
Ah. Then you know why we formed in the first place. I don't know if I can keep us going anymore. I was never that great at it. Not like my father.
But who's the next leader gonna be if you step down?
I have someone in mind. Someone who's tough, bold. Friend of yours, actually.
What? Who?
Song Hui-san.
Song Hui? You'd give the Lumang to the Komi Jewel?
Yeah, I know. Up to now, the two factions have been like oil and water. But the world's changing. Walls are crumbling. If we don't start banding together, none of us will survive. Not everyone will accept the merger, of course. I'm sure we'll lose members. But that hasn't changed the overall situation for the Eugene 3. It's join or die.
Yeah. I think I see what you're saying.
Do you?
You figure Song Hui will keep the Lumang from going extinct. Meanwhile, the Komi Jewel get a new home. So both your people and her people will be better off. Everyone's a big, happy family.
Well, you don't have to put it like that exactly. Soft sweetheart terms and shit.
Yeah, I do. You're a good guy with a big ol' heart. I kinda figured.
Do we really have to do this? I can't be that annoyed with you. The Gene 3 do owe you a lot. The Seiryu clan's probably singing anthems about you.
Yeah, speaking of, I think I'll visit the chairman and see how grateful he really is.
Sounds like you plan on making a big request.
But I have some idea of how this fake bill ended up in your pocket.
There's just something I want to ask him. I think he'll be willing to talk about more secret shit now, don't you think?
He should. We all owe you big time. You sure don't hesitate to cash in on favors. Well, give my regards to him when you see him.
You may enter.
Thank you, Chairman Hoshino. Captain Takabe said it would be okay for us to talk.
I heard. And I believe I already know why you've come. You've done us a great service. I would not still be leader of this clan if it weren't for you.
Does that mean the Seiryu clan's gonna pull through?
I can't say for sure yet. About 20 to 30% of our men defected to the Omi. The ones who stayed are grumbling behind my back. And it's hard to blame them. They just found out the Jincho standoff was all a sham.
Zhao told me he's giving up his position as the leader of the Liumang. Songhui is going to lead them.
Yes, I know.
You just know everything, huh?
Not everything. But I'll tell you what I do know. Eventually, the Seiryu clan will succumb to the Omi Alliance.
What?
For people who had nowhere to live outside the gray zones, the Great Wall of Muscle was their only protection. Now it's crumbling. That's a matter of life or death for them. Already rumors are flying into Jincho's political circles. Rumors that Ogikubo's lost his touch. I'm sure Aoki got those whispers going. He never lets a good crisis go to waste.
Oh, really?
Aoki knows it would destroy the party if it ever revealed their chair, Ogikubo, forged money for years. Now Aoki can easily blackmail Ogikubo and force him to step down. Aoki will become the new party chair.
I don't get it. Why does he want to take Ogikubo's place so bad?
The party chair manages elections, so in that role, Aoki could nominate anyone he wants. He'll control the ruling party. Therefore, he'll control the nation.
The whole country will be under his thumb?
Yes. Especially if I'm right about his next move. I think he's gonna try to dissolve Parliament.
Dissolve Parliament? At a time like this? That's insane!
Prime Minister, I understand how you must feel, being unable to rely on Ogikubo-sensei. But honestly, I have the power to support you better than he ever could. If an election were held today, I could guarantee you 2/3 of the seats, minimum.
Do you have a solid plan for doing that?
Yes. I'll send Bleach Japan to the districts where the Citizens' Liberal Party is weakest. Bleach Japan can influence votes anywhere. They're incredibly popular. Plus, they have my endorsement. A victory for the party would, of course, move your personal political goals forward.
Oh.
Tell me, do you think you have the power to maintain the party's stability right now? We don't want it breaking up for lack of support from Ogikubo-sensei.
You can talk that way to the house, but not to me.
Appoint me to party chair and hold an election. If you don't, I'll be forced to make public the nature of Ogikubo-sensei's crimes. That would mean the end of not only your administration, but the party itself.
But there's no precedent for someone serving as both governor and party chair. Besides, you're much too young.
If age is what you want, start digging for some old fossil we can stalk. That is, if you think you can find one. Anyone in particular come to mind?
Aoki's scheme to destroy the Great Wall worked. Now he's got Mabuchi and the Omi at his command. So much power, vested in just one man. And it had to be Masato Arakawa. Kasuga, I know you never intended to be at the center of all this. It was pure coincidence that you were there when the soap landowner died. Wouldn't you agree?
Yep. Lucky me.
But one thing I don't believe is a coincidence, is that you ended up in Ijincho.
Huh? What do you mean?
Do you still have that fake bill?
Yeah. Didn't you say you knew how it ended up on me?
Yes. Only one person in the world could have put that bill in your pocket.
Who? Who is it?
Masumi Arakawa himself.
Arakawa-san? No, he's the one who shot me.
Yes, I'm aware he shot you. But did you ever consider that maybe he did that so you would end up here?
What?
That fake bill was his letter of introduction between you and me. It was to let me know that you were one of Masumi Arakawa's men.
Kind of a weird way to introduce us, don't you think?
I think what it means is Arakawa's goals do not align with those of Ryo Aoki.
Well, then, what are Arakawa's goals?
I really can't say. But I do know that he means business. He wouldn't have used that bill if he didn't.
Chairman, how exactly do you know Arakawa-san?
Well, that's a long story. And there's a much better place than here to tell it. Heian Tower.
Heian Tower?
Yes. That's where my fate intertwined with Arakawa's. He sure seems to be partial to Peking duck.
Yeah.
Let's have it for lunch tomorrow. My treat. I'll make the reservation.
Chief.
Hmm?
My friend's got some questions about the day I was dumped in this town.
Yeah. I want to know why you didn't just abandon Ichiban and dump him at a hospital. If you don't mind telling us, I'm sure we'd all appreciate it.
I see. Fine. I'll tell you. It's as good a time as any.
What?
There's an old tradition in this homeless camp. A responsibility passed down through the chiefs for many years.
What responsibility?
On occasion, When we're asked, we dispose of bodies.
What?
Bodies?
Yeah. There's a Yakuza family from Kamurocho who pays us to do it. They're called Arakawa.
Arakawa? Seriously? They... was this going on while they were still Tojo?
I don't know every detail, but yes. The arrangement existed at that time. It existed before I started living here. We've dealt with all kinds of bodies, whether they've been shot, stabbed, beaten, no matter how nasty. We dug holes and buried them under garbage. Who knows how many are there now? Back during the bubble, we got one every month. Or so I was told. Since I became chief, there's only been 3.
Damn. Arakawa the assassin.
But there's one more secret rule. It applies to anyone the Arakawa bring here alive.
A secret within the secret. Great.
What happens if they bring someone alive?
We're supposed to give the person medical aid, then let them go free, while pretending they're dead.
What's up with that?
In the criminal underworld, there's always people wanting to fake their own death. Gamblers, guys on the run, anyone who's afraid someone will hurt them. They send people like that here, and we honor the secret agreement. I think it might actually be a service the Arakawa family provides, but obviously they don't advertise it. So it ended up being a very rare event.
Is that agreement why you saved me? This live body rule?
You got it.
What sort of guy dropped me off here?
I mean, probably just someone from the family. I had no reason to check or anything. The guy lugged you out of the trunk of a car. You were covered in blood. He paid me and left. Didn't say a single thing the whole time.
I'm sorry, Ichi. You have to die. I'm counting on you, Ichi.
Huh? What the? After Arakawa-san shot me, I think he said something. I think it was, I'm counting on you, Ichi.
What would that even mean?
No clue. But the more I think about it, the more I'm sure he said that.
Look, Ichiban.
What?
I don't want to dash your hopes or anything. But when you were dumped here, you were on death's doorstep. You're only alive because everything I did went exactly the way we needed it to. But it could have easily gone a different way. I know you want to trust Arakawa, but...
I think Arakawa-san had to shoot me. All the other Yakuza at that meeting were watching him.
Huh?
Never mind. You don't get it. Forget I said anything.
I went ahead and got started.
You sure you don't mind treating me?
What? Are you actually able to pay?
Wish I could, but I don't think they'd take this.
You don't sound like you're gonna relax during this meal.
Depends on what you say. Hopefully I'll relax enough to enjoy the duck. So, how do you know Arakawa-san? I'm on the edge of my seat here.
It wasn't long after the war the counterfeit bills started being produced in Ijincho. It was top secret. Only the heads of the Seiryu clan and the Liumang, plus some officers, knew about it. Outside of that inner circle, they also had to hire people to smuggle the bills.
Smugglers?
One of them was a traveling actor. His name was Toshio Arakawa. He was Masumi Arakawa's father.
What?
One day, he came to us saying he lost an entire suitcase filled with 100 mil in fake yen. No excuse in the world could have saved him. A mistake that grave required the Seiryu clan to make an example out of him for the other smugglers. But remember, only a few people at the top even knew about the counterfeiting. It wasn't a task they could hand to just anybody. So I, being next in line to inherit the clan, was entrusted to carry it out.
So did you actually...
Yes. I killed Toshio Arakawa, father of Masumi Arakawa, in this very place, 40 years ago. But I had no idea who was in the room with my target. By the time I learned it was his 14-year-old son, it was too late. I had to go through with the hit, knowing this boy would see his father die. To make my guilt even worse, later I found out why Toshio lost the fake bills. His wife and her lover had stolen them. Those two fell into the ocean and disappeared. Their corpses were never even found.
So Arakawa-san lost both his parents, one after the other.
And his only other friends, the theater troupe, disbanded soon after without their leader. Masumi Arakawa became a drifter, along with a few other actors. They couldn't trust anyone, so what other path was there for them, except becoming Yakuza in Kamurocho? Arakawa joined a low-ranking family in the Tojo clan called the Hikawa family. Life wasn't easy for him there. They were the kind of family that took hits without thinking twice.
Really?
Yes. So they were always in need of ways to dispose of a body. Masumi Arakawa was tapped to help with that, and he was extremely cautious. To do it, he started coming all the way to the homeless camp in Ijincho.
Really? Even though the family was based in Tokyo? Why?
Well, truthfully, he wanted an excuse to come to Yokohama, because it would afford him opportunities to hunt his father's killer.
I see. So Arakawa-san was using the homeless camp to dispose of bodies all the way back then.
Indeed. As for his hunt, he researched Yakuza and criminals every time he was here. All he started with was a single clue. His own childhood memory of the suspicious waiter he saw here that night. Eventually, 7 years after the murder, I received an invitation to come here. He signed his invitation Masumi Arakawa. It was a bold declaration, and I knew immediately the running would be futile. So I came here, alone. I didn't even bring a bodyguard.
Why the hell not?
Well, to put it simply, I was prepared to die.
But, I mean...
In this line of work, there are no good ways to die. And I can think of worse ways to go that would not give that boy the justice he'd earned. The memory of what I'd done to him never left me, you know. It was always like a small bone stuck in my throat. He was sitting right where you are now.
Here?
Yes. He didn't look a day over 20. but his eyes had that hard, flinty gaze of an old killer. I couldn't help myself. I told him everything. I told him why I killed Toshio Arakawa. I even told him about the secret counterfeiting. I figured I was dead anyway. He had a gun in his hand, and all he had to do was pull the trigger. But he never once interrupted me. When I'd finished, he slowly stood up. I stopped him as he turned to leave. "Didn't you come here for revenge?" I asked.
And? What did he say?
He said, "If only you had ignored my invitation, then I could have shot you in the back." Then he left.
Boss.
In 1984, the 10,000 yen bill changed from the face of Prince Shotoku to Yukichi Fukuzawa. By that time, Arakawa had found his own Yakuza family, so I sent him a gift.
What was it?
A fresh batch of crisp, fake bills featuring Yukichi Fukuzawa. They were defective prints with nothing on the back. Not exactly legal tender.
Then how was that a gift?
It's hard to explain. If I had to say, it was out of gratitude.
Sure, but for what?
I should have died that day I met with Arakawa. It would have been right. And yet he spared me. Not only that, but he lifted a terrible weight from my chest. Furthermore, it's not an exaggeration to say the equilibrium among the Ijin Three continues to this day because of him.
Wow.
I owe him an unfathomable debt. And one day, I must pay it back. The defective bills were how I chose to communicate the sentiment. The counterfeiting secret is Ijincho's weakness. And it was only thanks to Arakawa that the Ijin Three could continue to secretly wield that power. But of course, that means if he ever feels like it was a mistake to let me live, he can use the fake bills to unravel everything I've built. The gift wasn't the bills themselves. They were leverage. I actually wrote something on the back to that effect. Neither justice nor mercy should tip the scale. It means that those in power must reward and punish where necessary. I felt it was an appropriate message. I suppose the writing is faded at this point.
Whoa. So that's the whole story.
Up till this moment. But now I'm sitting across from a man holding one of those fake bills. Which, of course, is a message from Arakawa that only I could understand. The message is, Masumi Arakawa sees you as a beloved family member.
Arakawa-san thinks of me as family.
He would not have placed that bill in your pocket lightly. Do you see its significance now? After everything I've told you? There is almost no doubt in my mind that Arakawa did not want you killed. So he didn't shoot you out of malice. He shot you so that you would be brought here, be saved by the homeless, and eventually meet up with me. Do you see? That's everything I can tell you.
That's plenty. Thank you, Chairman. I see it all now. I always kind of figured. You
did? Well, it's your move now. I've only told you what I know, so...
It's okay. That's enough. I trust you.
Well, I don't hear that often.
Yeah, neither do I. Not even from my friends. But those friends are trustworthy to me. And so are you. I believe everything you said. And my faith in Arakawa-san is coming back strong.
Kasuga,
Yeah?
are you a blood relative of Arakawa's?
No, it's not like that.
I see. Well, he must have been happy to have such loyalty as yours. As proud as any father, I think.
Alright, y'all, look, I'm gonna start the video here. This shit long as fuck. I was trying to do it by chapters, but God. So, with that being said, I'm gonna stop the video here, man. Make sure you hit that like button, subscribe, you know what I'm saying, turn on notifications. I'm out.